Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Reacts and I watched The Doors. Let's see if we have a tagline, yeah, whatever. This was a movie about The Doors from 1991. Val Kilmer played Jim Morrison. The ultimate story of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Oh, there's also a quote here. As a tagline, there are things known and things unknown, and in between are the doors. Quote by Jim Morrison. The last tagline is, the ceremony is about to begin. Um, yeah, I am named after Jim Morrison and James Hetfield. Um, and I know some songs from the Doors. I know maybe 3 songs from them, but those are the most famous songs, because they come on the radio. Otherwise, I don't really know them. Well, though there's a guy on YouTube that does full album reactions, to multiple songs, multiple artists, and he currently does the Doors. So I also listen to those. So yeah, and also the Beatles. He also that those one too. And I found out that I like the Beatles more than I thought. But that's not what this is about. This is about the Doors. So let's just start with the movie The Doors. We hear a guy talk, which I found out later it's apparently a very old Jim Morrison. Uh, Not the actual Jim Morrison, because he's obviously dead, rest his soul in peace. Um, what we also saw at the end of the movie. Um, and I don't really know what was happening. We were in a kind of a recording studio. We saw a guy behind in the booth there, and with the engineer, maybe, with all the technical thingies in front of him, and we have the Jim Morrison, sitting in a chair, um, in the recording studio itself, or the recording booth, or whatever you want to call it. Um, he cracks open a bottle after the guy presses a button to start recording, and he starts to drink a lot. He says, "Is everybody in?" 3 times, and then let the ceremony begin. The screen starts to turn white, and then we're in a desert. I thought it was, maybe California, but no. We're in New Mexico, 1949. And we see, a road, and we see then some mountains in the back, and a car, starts to appear, from this side, from our side, and start to drive, Um, and it is apparently a very young Jim Morrison with his family. But we're also gonna leave that, because if you don't know what's happening next, watch the movie yourself. Um, I don't know if Jim actually did this. How he met his girlfriend Pam, I think. But don't do that, because she was walking her dog at the Venice Beach in California, and he was there maybe shirtless or shirt open or something like that, and he followed her home. Yeah, don't do that. That's probably not a good idea. But for him, it ended all right. But I don't think it will end all right for most people. So just don't do it. If you know the people, then maybe call them out from hey, but just don't follow a random person home that you don't know and that you haven't spoken to. Just you see the person walking, you just follow them home. Just don't do that. I shouldn't give advice like this. But that's just common sense. Common sense. Overall, the movie was a bit interesting. How it a bit went. But it was overall an okay movie. It's you know the other movies were more fun. About the artists that we've watched. The others were definitely more fun. So I think I will give this one a 3 out of 5. Um, but obviously, watch the movie yourself. Leave likes, recommend good movie about the artist. Down below in the comment section, subscribe to the channel. Check out my second channel, like Eats for the food streams every week from time to time. Also, now go on my third channel, Underdog Reacts, where I do primarily music. Link down below in the description. And see you guys tomorrow for Batman from 1966. And otherwise for AVH, Alien versus Hunter. Bye.